Hello everyone, welcome back to the Becker Code. I'm Douglas Becker, and today I'll be talking about regeneration.
Douglas Becker is the world's top expert in indigenous traditional medicine.
When a client comes to me, I do my best to listen intently to what they ask and address exactly what they say their main complaint is.
Douglas Becker, he is considered the Sherlock Holmes of medicine.
Integrate Chinese medicines, Indian medicines. It's for us to learn more about it.
Over thousands of years, traditional people have investigated many different substances. The depth of the pharmacological knowledge of indigenous people is quite profound. They've even have nanomedicines that were created thousands of years ago. So I wanted to mention a few of the substances. You can get these substances and work with them. One in particular that's very common is saffron. Saffron regenerates the liver, it cleans the blood, it increases serotonin, and it lowers blood pressure. And it can be very helpful to help create more youth and more beauty and give you a very optimistic attitude and optimistic experience of your life, making you feel more altruistic and enthusiastic about what you do, which is very important. Another substance that is often talked about is Pippali. Pippali is a long pepper. It's called long pepper as well. And Pippali is known to do many amazing actions in the body. One of them in particular is that it can really help with diabetes, for instance. It can really help restore really good tissues in the body. Another substance is Haritaki. Haritaki is known as the fruit of immortality. And Haritaki is one of the three fruits in Triphala, which I mentioned before, but it's extremely good for the wind. It will help to balance the wind, and it will help balance you if you're too cold or too hot. It will actually bring you more to balance and not continue pushing you in that direction. So if you're too hot, you use Haritaki, it will make you cool down, and it won't make you more cool past the balance point. So this is very unusual quality of this fruit, and it is used in many traditions that have access to it. All the traditions use it if they have access to it. Another amazing substance that's pretty well known now is called Shilajit. Shilajit is a kind of asphalt resin that comes out of the high mountains in the Himalayas primarily, although they've also found some in the Rocky Mountains. But this resin is very high in fulvic acid, which allows you to assimilate minerals very easily. And it's also full of a huge range of minerals. And it's warming. And so in this way, it's very rejuvenative and very helpful to create more resilience, to strengthen the blood pressure if you have an issue with that, and to fill your body with a lot of good minerals. It's very well recognized for thousands of years as having a dramatic rejuvenating effect on a person. Then there's another class of medicines that's all based on purified minerals in the form of metals and gemstones. So when metals and gemstones are created, the minerals that are in there have very special qualities, and through very complex lab processes, they are able to break those down into their finer components and eventually turn them into an ash. So for instance, if you have gold, for instance, you turn it into this powder, it won't ever go back into being a metal like gold. It's been completely converted. Same with certain gemstones like ruby or emerald or diamond. We can actually get these medicines that are purified, and they have incredible rejuvenative experiences if they're used correctly. That being said, there's also danger of toxicity with these if they're not produced correctly. So I know many doctors that wouldn't actually use them unless they processed them themselves. So it's really important to have a trustworthy source if you're even thinking about these. But just to let you know that they are used in some of these processes to get incredible effects of rejuvenation. There's many different substances that are known to have very strong rejuvenative properties, and it's good to maybe include some of these in a regimen as you get ready to prepare for a treatment and as you're coming out of having a treatment. So that all being said, thank you for joining us today, and we will definitely be sharing more in the future. If you found this content helpful, please share it with your friends and invite them to join us in this movement to bring health sovereignty to the world.